Welcome back to the Neuro Barn. Coach Brian, the movement guy with you, and today we're talking toes again. So we're talking about the toes and then the feet. So a really important overlooked movement area in the training world. So when we started out the series, we worked on sensory little mobilization. Then we did video 2, some foot activations. If you missed those, you can go back watch them. The third video today, we're talking about another really good movement drill for a strengthening exercise, really, so more of a motor drill for the lower leg and the ankle, and then also how to maximize that using a nerve glide. So the tibial nerve is the nerve that helps control the muscles in the calf and then some of the muscles in the arch of the foot as well. So we want to get really good sensation and motor drive through that tibial nerve from the brain when we send the signals to the body to activate, to turn on and get our joints through a full range of motion, especially that ankle joint in this case. This is going to help. So what I want you to do starting out is we're going to do the exercise itself as the test retest today. So we're going to grab a tennis ball, have a kind of massage ball with little knobs on it. That can work as well. We're going to start out with the feet and hips slightly externally rotated for this one. And then we're doing a calf raise or a toe raise. So it does help to go up onto a step. So I have the step here that I'm going to go onto. You can use a stair at home, and then we're going to put the ball in between the heels. So right there, kind of pressing in below that inside ankle bone. That's where the ball placement is going to be. And we're going to go ahead, press in, and I want you to just do 5 repetitions, going down as low as you can with the heels, and then coming up as high as you can with the heels. Okay, so grade yourself. Couple things. How low can I go with the heels? How does that range of motion feel at the bottom? How high can I go? And then the last piece is how smooth is the movement. So does it feel choppy through part of that range, going all the way up, all the way down, or does it feel really smooth? And if you have some room for improvement, I hope you do, we'll go ahead and work on the tibial nerve next and see if this nerve glide can help us when we come back to the calf raise. So a few reps there. The nerve glides, we want to make sure that you are going light, nice and easy. This is also called neuromechanic drill or nerve flossing. So kind of like flossing the teeth in some of the variations. What you want to do is go to a 3 out of 10 intensity or tension. So when you start to feel a slight nervy sensation or stretch in that, maybe it's the back of the leg, maybe it's the hip, the lower leg, all the way down to the foot, the tibial nerve tracks all the way down there. So we want to make sure we keep the intensity light, especially at first. We're not going for a 5 out of 10, a 7 out of 10. You can actually overstretch the nerve, so we want to be gentle with this. We're going to go ahead and set one foot forward. Then I'm going to pull the toes up, and I'm going to evert the foot, meaning the big toe is going to go down towards the floor a little bit. I'm pushing that medial inside arch towards the floor, pulling the outside of the foot up. With that foot position, I'm holding all of that together. I'm going to gently come forward into kind of a hip hinge and also a little bit of slump or low back bend. So I'm rounding, flexing through that low back. Once I find that 3 out of 10, we're going to add in a little bit of movement today. So what I want you to do is bend the knee slightly and then lock it back out. So bend the knee. We might be able to round the back a little bit more when the knee is bent, but make sure as you straighten the knee, you come out of that low back bend somewhat. Again, 3 out of 10 is your target as you get used to that nerve flossing movement. Let's go to the other foot. We're going to pull toes up, set the foot forward, heel down. If you're barefoot, you might want a pad under the heel, just make it comfortable for yourself. We're going to roll into eversion, so pinky toe comes up, the foretoes come up, big toe can press down towards the floor. Once we're in that everted position again, find your 3 out of 10. We're going to bend the knee, maybe add a slight bit of additional spinal movement or flexion, rounding. Only as the knee bends. As the knee extends, we want to stand back up tall. So a little bit of coordination for you. If the combining back and knee movement is too much, you can just gently go down and up a little bit. You can also hold the 3 out of 10 and then gently go in and out of knee bend without trying to do 2 things at once. Let's go back and see what happened, how we impacted that calf raise. This calf raise, by the way, is to target the posterior tibialis, a really important muscle in the lower leg, and sometimes it's underactive or underworked. So this is going to help you target it. Create pressure, ball is in between the heels again, underneath that inside ankle bone, and I want to get up as high as I can, and then drop the heels down, get a little stretch at the bottom, go as low as you can, up as high as you can, squeeze at the top, all the while we're pushing into that ball. So we're pushing the heels towards each other, up and back down. And then go ahead, reassess, grade yourself maybe 1 to 5. 5 is awesome. It would be really smooth, full range of motion, high at the top, low at the bottom. Maybe 1 was awful. So if you hopefully moved more towards the awesome side of the scale, you know that nerve glide was a great one for you today. Work that into maybe in between your strength training sets. Take a break if you're taking a hike or a walk and you start to feel some tension develop, especially in that lower leg. Utilize that and make good use of it if it was a good drill for you today. I hope it was. If you have questions, comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We need your support so we can come back at you with more great free content and continue making some of these unique movement series videos for you. Talk to you soon. Thanks.